He's known for depicting superhero strength on the big screen. Now on the small screen, Chris Hemsworth is pushing the limits of his mental, emotional, and physical capacity. In National Geographic's new show, Limitless, the actor is trying to apply new findings from medical science about just how to extend our longevity. I met up with Thor himself to talk about what he calls a life-changing experience on his quest to find a way to live better for longer.
I will not fight you, brother! I'm not your brother.
Audiences are no stranger to heart-pounding action and adventure when Chris Hemsworth is on the screen.
Forgive me, Jane.
And now the star of Marvel's Thor is taking on his toughest challenge yet.
You're probably asking yourself why I'm dangling off a rope 1,000 feet off the ground. I'm asking the same question. Well, Disney wanted to make a show about longevity. Turns out this has something to do with it.
On the new Nat Geo series Limitless, Hemsworth pushes himself to his mental and physical limit, all in the name of longevity.
What are you thinking?
Oh, nothing. Just trying to enjoy the view and be comfortable in a very uncomfortable situation.
How are you approached about doing Limitless?
Darren Aronofsky called me up and said, I want to do this doc series on longevity. I've been pretty health conscious through my life and trained a lot and a pretty good sense of nutrition and so on, but in the space of longevity, it was all incredibly new and unknown territory for me.
Was there any hesitation?
I don't think I knew what the show was when I was first asked to do it. I think nor do I think even the producers on the show, Darren, the thing organically grew over the 2 years we shot it, and each challenge, you know, often started small and advanced throughout the experience. Initially, it was about, you know, cold water immersion, and I'd be doing some ice baths, and then before I know it, we're flying into Norway, and I'm swimming in the Arctic Ocean.
Oh, okay, let's get it.
But his wife wasn't so enthusiastic.
I feel like I'm dying. Okay. You actually probably are.
My wife, a couple of times, said, hang on, you're walking out on a crane that's up top of a skyscraper, and okay, you're going to climb a rope that's 1,000 feet off the ground, and you're going to swim in the Arctic.
You were preparing for the role of Thor at the same time. Was there any part that the studio executives thought, you're doing what?
If it wasn't also a Disney production, I'm not sure that they would have let me do it at all. But when I ruptured my ankle, they stepped in and said, you can do this challenge after we finish shooting the movie.
What was most challenging?
Each episode was challenging and tough in different ways. The 4-day fast water-only fast was very intense, especially, you know, come off shooting Thor, where I was continuously eating and having as many calories as I could. Climbing the rope.
What I'm proposing is you dangle at the bottom, climb all the way up.
Intimidated. The shock episode, swimming in Norway in freezing conditions, that felt like, you know, 1,000 ice cream headaches being driven into my head at once. My limbs felt like lead balloons. So a lot of it became the sort of mental fortitude and you know, trusting the science and the people that were guiding me through these experiences, and kind of just head down and go for it.
So the main risk is really that the longer you spend in the water, the risk goes up exponentially. If you push yourself beyond the point at which you should be coming out, there is a real risk you could die.
So the basic idea here is that there's so much new scientific research about how you can best unlock your own superpowers, right? Mm-hmm. What did you learn about that you feel like, there might actually be something here?
Every day was an educational experience for me. And I continue to do a lot of the things I learned throughout the show. Being able to share that on a larger platform with many people and have it be something that is easily accessible, and to have sort of me be the guinea pig throughout it, and hopefully have people go, oh, okay, cool, we all have the same sort of challenges and stresses and also opportunities at our fingertips to be in the driver's seat and say, I want to make this change, or I want to try this.
You've said before that you've never experienced anything like this, like Limitless, and what you've undergone. How so? How was this so different from, you know, all the, I imagine, really grueling and intense training when you're becoming Thor?
The fact that I'm playing myself, too. I'm not hiding behind a character, but you're very exposed when it's just you up there. I sort of welcomed the opportunity to do that, you know, because it was a different experience.
Was there any aspect of it you were like, I'm a real-life superhero?
Most of the time I was just sort of getting the end of it. I was like, do we get the shot? Are we rolling there? Because I'm not doing it again.
Despite his seemingly superhuman abilities, the star's toughest challenge went well below the surface.
Today we're going to talk about your mortality.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we have a little exercise prepared for you, a little bit of exposure therapy.
The final episode, the acceptance episode, where I was forced to confront my own death and my own mortality, and that was unlike anything I've ever done. I think what it gave me by the end of it was an even greater appreciation for what I have right in front of me and life. I have a wonderful family and friends, and what an incredible time I've had through life, and to carry that through my days, you know. And I think it makes take nothing for granted.
Any of your Marvel co-stars who you'd like to see participate in Limitless Season 2?
Scarlett Johansson.
Okay, all right, we'll get a woman in there.
Yeah, yeah. I think she'd put me to shame.
Let's get on with it, shall we?
National Geographic's Limitless. Our thanks to Chris for that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.